back again, because that was a good rant. Back again. I'm gonna walk off a bit because the dogs are a bit funny. Yeah, I think it's always helpful to be, getting outside that box, expanding your horizons, seeing fresh perspectives, and really being open-minded. Allow yourself to change, because the truth will always win in the end. Do you know what I mean? It's not that if you allow yourself to think or feel something other than what you believe, it's going to change what you believe. It's only going to improve it and validate it further, right? Rather than feeling like something else that seems like it's contradictory to what you believe. Doesn't mean that it makes what you think less valid, right? It just means that you don't understand it, right? Some things do clash, right? Like if you think grass is green and I think grass is blue, well, only one of us can really be right. Maybe there's a technical difference, because some colours are a lot closer than that, And if you think the sky is blue, well, where I'm come from, the sky is grey. Because it's always cloudy. It's always overcast. And a clear day is when the sky is white, right? And there's no rain. So I think it's an important thing to do, and always remember that, we have to evolve and we have to grow. And to do that, we sometimes have to forget ourselves and lose ourselves, step outside ourselves. No one is a complete... Did I just see a rabbit? I think the dogs are going to chase it. They missed it. I'm pretty sure that was a rabbit, but it must have ran away. Yep. But it's long gone. It's long gone by now. So, yeah, remember that. It's important to keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, because you never know, like, what you can learn, right? You can learn from everyone. You can learn from anything. You can find more things about the truth, even if you think you know it all, by listening to someone that you disagree with, by trying a way to agree with them, and also trying to disagree with yourself. Try it. Try and find a way to prove yourself wrong, because eventually you're ready for all the arguments against it, and eventually you've improved your knowledge of yourself and who you are and what you think. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think that's an important thing to do, because we just go, oh yeah, I'm right because someone told me this, or I've been told this, and this is what the truth is according to them. But why? Why is that the truth? Oh, because we say so. Oh yeah, but why did they say so? Oh, because they believe so. Oh yeah, but why do they believe so? And then eventually you keep digging down that hole, that rabbit hole, right? As we just saw that rabbit run off down the hole. It somehow just dwindles into a stop where it's like no one really knows. And that's such a problem. Like, no one really knows, but everyone thinks they do. And this is why it's important, and I say to you, to keep an open mind, because you don't really know. You think you know, and that is the problem. Like, and when you approach someone that thinks they know, and you tell them that you don't really know, because you really, really know so much that you don't know, and you're willing to accept that and go, you know what, I don't really know. So when it comes to you telling them something that you do know, and you know more than them, they won't believe you, because you're like, well, you've even said it yourself, you don't know. So how do you know this? It's like, well, they're closed-minded, aren't they? They're not able to see beyond their confines, their knowledge of confines, Because as much as knowledge is power, it's restricting, because you think you know. You think you know something when you learn something, but you never really hold it. You have to keep learning. You have to keep learning to know truly, and true knowledge, Excuse me, I had chickpeas, renowned for making farts. You see what I mean? And it's a healthy thing to do, because you're only going to benefit it. There's no downside to doing that. There's no downside to questioning questioning it all. You know, there is no, like, you're only gonna go, oh yeah, I knew that, and rediscover something you already knew, and then you know it even better. So when it comes to explaining to someone, you can't go, well, I don't know, it just is. You can explain it a little further. It's like, I know that I don't know, but at the same time, this seems to be true because of this, and that, and the other, right? Things seem to be more true than others because of a combination of things, a conjunction of things that add up and to validate each other. So when it comes to like things trying to disprove other things, the invalidating each other makes each of them less true. So people are trying to argue that my truth is more than your truth. Well, if you are willing to see it from the other side and open up to questioning it yourself, then you'd either end up both turning out more true, or one would be more true than the other, or neither would be true, which turns out to be the case. Because if your truth depends on the invalidation on another truth that is valid to someone else, it means your truth is standing on weak foundations, as far as I can see. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with a lot of people, you know, they stood on weak foundations with a hell of a lot of confidence. A hell of a lot. Yeah, they've got experience in self-validating their own ways of thinking, only looking at things that prove them right. It's like when scientists seek out to prove a certain outcome. Yeah, they only look at avenues which reinforce the belief that they began the process with, whereas it's flawed, because you're not looking at the avenues that might prove yourself wrong, which is what you have to do, and what true science really does, and what a true philosopher really does, and what a true knowledgeable person, the truth seeker, does. And if you're really seeking the truth, you will do this. You will do this no matter what. So yeah, keep your mind open, yeah, and question it again and again. Allow yourself to find new things and explore new things and see where it takes you. Just don't get boxed in. Don't box yourself in. So many people box themselves in. Be like, but oh, I know this. I'm comfortable with this reality, with this understanding of what reality is. When really, you wanted to get to the bottom of it, they don't really know. Because no one can truly know, because we don't know. Nobody fucking knows. And that's the problem. People want to point to all these things when eventually there becomes a big fucking hole where something's missing, and they fill it with faith. They fill it with belief that they know what they're talking about, just because they feel it. And it's like a self-fulfilling illusion. Like, you can believe whatever you want if you only reinforce it with things that you want it to make it true. Do you see what I'm saying? People do that with everything, with the ego, that identity, politics, religion, philosophy, who they are, who their friends are, everything. Like, and everyone's living in a big mess of illusions all the time, because they're not willing to take down these holograms and question it and see what the fuck it is behind it. When there's a thin veil and it's very quickly gone, oh, there's nothing there, but you believe in it so strongly that it makes it true, right? So this is why everyone's right in a weird way, because if you believe in your truth strongly enough, it makes it true. But it doesn't mean that everyone else is not true, even if it feels like it conflicts, because it doesn't invalidate yours. And yeah, and not everyone's got an open mind, even those that claim to, and it's part of the problem, you know. And you've got to open your heart as well to go with it, because that's how you really feel and what you really see with, and your instinct comes from your gut, and you've got to listen to that a lot, because that will show you and keep you on the path that you need to go to you know, to find the truth in your life. So listen inside and find it, but keep an open mind, because your mind is the thing that sees the patterns in everything to understand everything that you feel. So keep an open mind, but listen to your heart and your gut. Listen to your heart, follow your gut, keep an open mind. I love you. See you later.